What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about my experience and my thoughts on low fat versus no fat. I think this is an important topic because I think there are some people in the raw vegan world who are very idealistic, and I think uh, I also have a tendency towards that. And I think if you have a certain personality type that tends to gravitate towards extremes, you hear something like low fat is good, and it in your brain it turns into, well, if low fat is good, then no fat must be even better, right? So like with 80-10-10, the 80-10-10 diet approach. If 80-10-10 is good, then 95-5 must be even better, right? And that was kind of that it wasn't kind of it was that was the way I saw it at the beginning when I first got into fruit-based raw vegan eating lifestyle. That is very quickly what I gravitated towards and what I started to do for the first 2.5 years of being a raw vegan. Even though I don't know of any long-term raw vegans. I mean, Doug Graham doesn't say that in his book that you should be 95-5, that 95-5 is better. Um, I don't really know of any long-term raw vegans that say that eating no overt fat is better than eating a little bit. Um, so I think it's something that, but I know a lot of people do it, and so I think it's something that you could, like, for me, it was something that I just like kind of made up in my head, like, oh, this must be better to just not eat any fatty foods. And so I'm just gonna tell you what like basically my feeling on this is that unless you're trying to heal from like years of chronic disease, or like some like if you're trying to reverse diabetes or something like that, I think then in those situations, cutting out, like not eating any overt fats for a period of time could be beneficial. Um, but if you're just like a normal, healthy person, um, or even if you're just like trying to lose weight or whatever, I don't see any reason to not eat fat. And I think that it's probably not the best thing for most people to cut out fat entirely. Um, I mean, like I said, I pretty much did that for like a good 2 years, and it was not good because I mean, like, first of all, I was already underweight at that time, and so it just, like, the number one thing is it makes it a lot harder to maintain a healthy body weight, and to gain weight, like, because fatty foods are some of the most calorie dense foods. Um, I think including a small amount of them is definitely helpful. Um, as Especially when you're first transitioning to a raw vegan diet and you're still trying to get used to the increased volume of this way of eating and everything. Um, and as far as like, if you're not eating fat, you're also missing out on a lot of the fat soluble vitamins and minerals that are found in leafy greens, for example, and like most vegetables. I can't remember all of them off the top of my head, but like vitamin A and calcium. I think vitamin A is the only one that I know can think of right now off the top of my head. But like, there's a lot of vitamins that require um, fat to be eaten with them in order to be more absorbed by the body. And so that's why, like, a lot of people say, like, when you're eating greens, like, eat some avocado or some nuts and seeds with it. And yeah, and then also there's like the whole like omega-3 thing, which, you know, I mean, you can argue like, okay, fruit and greens have small amounts of omega-3s, but no, I mean, I think it's important, you know. I think it's good to include like obviously I'm not suggesting to like go crazy and start eating like 4 or 5 avocados a day or something. Like, I don't think that's healthy either. But definitely like not being afraid of fat and not being afraid to like hover around the 10% range of fat intake is like, that's what I'm doing, and I feel great for it. I think fat is crucial for a lot of things, a lot of bodily functions, hormonal function, and a ton of different things. So yeah, I would encourage anyone watching this to like just not try and avoid that all or nothing mentality of like, if this is good, if low fat is good, then no fat must be even better. I think this is one situation where that's definitely not the case for most people. And yeah, just don't be scared of fat. You know, like even you know, even if you like even if you go up to like 11, if you go up to like above 10% fat intake, it's not like anything bad is gonna happen, you know. Like the 80-10-10 guideline is just that, it's just a recommendation, you know. So like to just stay in that area, that range of like around 10%, I think is the whole idea of like what you want to try and do. So yeah, I hope that wasn't too rambly. Let me know if you guys have any thoughts or further, yeah, any other thoughts on this topic. And I think that's everything I had to say. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you again in another video. Ciao.